My name is Jenny Long and I'm a trustee for the Arboricultural Association. So I started getting involved in the arboricultural world as a volunteer for DART, the Disaster Arborist Response Team. And the Arbor Association was one of the sponsors, and I'd never really known much about the association before. I'd heard that it was quite an academic institution and that it wasn't necessarily relevant for contractors. I helped my husband run a tree surgery business. But when I got to know them through DART, I realised that they support all professionals in amenity tree care. And I started getting interested in a lot of the work that they were doing all across the board. And I met up with some women in the ARB industry and was asked to join a Women in Arboricultural group. And I didn't know what to expect, and I'd never really met any other women that were in the industry. And it was just such a fantastic, enthusiastic group of women that I met up with who had a real diverse range of skills and experience. And we started working on some projects essentially to support women and help develop women who are in the industry and bring more women, in from outside. And I just started to realise that my skill set, although I'm not a professional arborist, I realised that there was a need for my skill set in business management, in media and communications, the voluntary work I'd done with the DART charity. And so I started to think I could make a real difference here. Some of the things that the guys that I work with on a day-to-day basis are frustrated about, general things about the wider industry, are not things that I can say, well, we just have to put up with it. They were things that I thought I actually can go and help have a voice in there. So I spoke to a few people within the association and decided that I would apply to be a trustee, and I've nearly completed my first year as a trustee, and I feel really engaged in the industry. I feel like my skill set, despite it not being an arboricultural one, has been really well received, and I've been given opportunities to help inspire youngsters coming in some of the projects we've done, and I now sit on the Media and Communications Committee, and some of the work we're doing to spread the word about the association I feel really proud of. So I've got 2 more years in my term as a trustee, and I would say to anyone thinking of it, if you've got a skill set that you think brings something to the table to help develop this industry, then go for it, because I've found it an incredibly rewarding year so far.